Welcome back. As you can see, the Corvette is now painted maroon, and I've put all the details on it. I haven't done the headlight lenses yet, but the body is 90 some odd percent complete. And you can notice that the formerly gray parts have been painted with Tester's spray chrome. It came out kind of splotchy, didn't come out very good, but I think that's easier than doing the bare metal all the way around. I have done the bare metal on the cove edges on this side, the door handles, and around the cockpit, and those things, I think those are clips for the hood, roof. And I have done part of the bare metal on this side of the cove. I'm now gonna let you watch me do the rest of the bare metal. That's how I do it. What I tend to do is I like to cut it into strips and put the strips on. So I just kind of estimate, okay, I need, what's that, maybe 1/4 of an inch. Sometimes getting it started is the hardest part. There we go. Come on. Oh, I didn't even need that much. Okay. Seems like helping, talking to it helps sometimes too. Oh, you shouldn't let it go. If you look at my bare metal, I have some marks in it. Keep the cover over it. Don't lay your models down on top of it. Okay. And I don't worry about it too much. Being oversized a little bit, because I'm just going to come along with an X-Acto blade and trim the parts that need to be trimmed, like there and up here. Now I need to do the bottom section. The other Corvette, I did not do bare metal on these pieces. I might on this, just for giggles. I wonder if that section I have there left over, almost long enough. And did you notice that to burnish the bare metal into position, I use a Q-tip. Is that in the view? Can't see. Come on. Oh. I love the shaky hands. Doesn't help at all. Come on. Does that show? I don't know if it shows on the camera, but there's a little bit of the maroon showing along through here. I think I may lay another slightly wider strip down. Dang it. Yep. Needs to be just a smidgen wider. Now, the other thing I could do, I do have a narrow strip here on the sheet, and maybe I can get a couple centimeters. Is this recording? Yeah, it is. The camera keeps making clicking sounds. Don't do that. Stop it. All right. Is that going to be long enough now? Yeah, I think so. Now I have to lay it down so that it covers over the maroon. That's going to be the key now. Come on, lay down in there. I think I got it. Does that look better now? All I need to do is trim it with an X-Acto blade. Cross my fingers that I didn't get into the maroon again. Don't get into the maroon. Oh crap. There it is. Somebody didn't do a very good job of masking. Oh well. I'll get it. Trim that back. Looks like there's a little bit right in here. Trim off. Back at the back edge of the cove. And where else? Right up there at the curve. After I worked really hard to get a very nice shiny finish, I don't want to scratch it. Some strange reason. Ugh. Peeled up. Go on down. Ah. A little nick there to repair. One problem with using a Q-tip is that it leaves cotton fibers. Keep finding them. Looks like I need a little more trim right there. Can you see it? There it is. Right about there. Okay. Okay. What I'm going to do now is put the camera on hold, or turn it off, and I will try and do those little, I don't know, trim pieces there inside the cove, and I will try to fix this bit of maroon showing through there. And I'll let you see how it comes out. And there we are. I did the cove trim. I am not going to try to do down inside there. What do you think? Like it? I think it would look much better if I did do the bare metal on the grill, but that's a lot of work. So I'm just going to do those little trim pieces of cove on this side, and that I think will be it for the main body. I've got a little bit of touch up. There's spots where I got some orange paint right there by my thumbnail. I'll touch that up, and there's also a chip in the paint with the hood right there. So that's where it stands. What is that? Oh, that I put there. Then the next step will be the windshield. That is painted again with the Tester's chrome spray, and I think I will bare metal that. And what I'm not sure at this point is whether I will attach the plastic, the clear plastic, to the frame first, or do the bare metal and then attach. I think I probably should glue the glass in place first, or the clear plastic. And but first, let's do those. I guess I should have left the camera on so I could show you this. Many years ago, one of the advantages of being a retailer is you get an opportunity to buy things from collections and things. And this was in a collection that I purchased, who knows how many years ago, 30 plus. And as you can see, it's been around. There's some rust on it, patina, if you will. But I find it's invaluable for doing things like this. So, you know, I could guesstimate or I could measure it. All I have to do, you know, these cove pieces. But with the dividers, all I have to do is, you know, measure it up on against there, and then doop. There's, I don't know if you can see it, but there's 3 dots there to mark where I have to cut it. And put these dividers away, hang them up. For next, let's try the windshield. I'll say that the windshield on the Revell, the blue one, was not a pleasant experience. The frame casting and the clear plastic did not mate up very well. Let's hope this does better. Oh, I don't like doing this. Put the headlights on too. Is that on the? Yes, it's on the screen. So afraid I'm going to crack this. Yeah, okay. Oh, just thought of something as I'm filing this down. Which side is up and which side is down. With the other one I had some challenges. Yeah, you can see that's not mating up right. See the gap there. So what I will try and do is turn it 180. See if it fits any better. See if it fits any better that way. No, I don't think so. So we go back to this way. No, come on. Get it right, dude. Can you see that's not even close? And with the other one, I just clamped it in and glued it into place. And yeah, it worked, but it didn't fit very well on the model. So, don't know what I'm going to do here. See, that's pretty good on that side. And that's what I did previously, is I said, okay, I'll start with one side and I'll clamp it and glue it into place, or vice versa, glue it into place and clamp it. And when I went and clamped the other side, 24 hours later, it the first side popped out. And again, when I finally got it all glued and clamped into place, it was distorted enough so it didn't fit the model very well. Well, it is what it are. Let's get some clamps. I hope I'm not kicking the tripod. Clamps, glue. There's the clamps. And here's my glue. I recently bought some testers, window cement, or window, whatever they call it, material. I haven't opened it up yet. There it is. I haven't opened it yet. So I'm going to stick with my micro crystal clear. This bottle is God knows how many decades old. It's not really very good. I shouldn't be using it, but it works. It tends to get a skim coat on it, so I need to stir it up. And what I do to let me see down into the bottom where the level is I tip it on its side like that. Now at this point, oh, I was going to show you the soldering iron. I can smell it getting hot now. I'm not going to bother. It doesn't, I just looked, you can't see it when it's in place. So you can't see that rough edge. So what I'll do is I'll run the micro crystal clear along the edge of the glass where it meets the frame. Come on. There. I hope you know you never use super glue for this. Oh, that's too big a drop. hope this is on camera. Going to all the effort to try and show it on camera, and it had better be on camera, because I'm in a rather uncomfortable position reaching across the tripod legs. And again, trying not to kick it as I'm concentrating on the window. I guess I won't. I think what I'll do is not clamp it tonight. I will put glue in half of it and let it cure overnight, and tomorrow I'll deal with the other half. And let's hope that it seeps into the, yeah, it seeps into the joint. Is that on camera? Yeah. I have a little bit too much glue down along the bottom edge. So I'm just gonna pick it up with my skewer here. What I was going to do with the soldering iron is to just go hold it very close, if not touch it gently to the edge of the clear plastic, and what it does is it melts just a teeny tiny edge of it. You don't want it to actually really touch it. You just want the hot air to reach it. Well, I think that's going to sit now for 24 hours. What I might do now, let's do the headlights. I'm going to go get the car and do the headlights. Be right back. Don't go away. So what I'm looking at with the Revell model with the nicely chromed pieces, I think the headlights look pretty good on that. I like the way that looks. I don't think it's going to look quite so good with this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut one out and try it. What I'm contemplating, I don't know if you can see that, is the tester's bottle right there? Yes. What I'm contemplating is painting the back, or the reflector material inside the headlight white. And what that does is makes it look like the headlights are on all the time. Not such a bad thing. I think the Revell model looks better, but I think it'll be fine if I do the white. Acceptable, shall we say. And there's a little bit of flash on the clear lenses, and I've got the hope the fluorescent light isn't flickering like it did last time. There's a little bit of light flash there. And the sprue mark right there. Oh, are you kidding me? Really? They couldn't do any better than that. That lens doesn't seem to fit in the headlight casting at all. Way oversized. Really? Is it just my eyes? Yeah. It looked much bigger than it is. I think what I'll do is I'll just file a little bit more off of it. And what I'm trying to look at now is, okay, how's it going to look? I think the white would be better. Background. So, get a brush. You may have noticed I'm on a different table. I have two workbenches. I used to do model railroad custom painting, and I found it much better to have one bench for the dirty work, as it were, the filing and cutting, and one bench for painting and decaling, or actually decaling. So the decaling bench is where I was before. This is the dirty workbench.